So they're going to fall down, and that's going to supply block Zog very badly. Lunatone looking so strong, putting up 5 pylons now at his base. Beruling's coming out to do some damage. Zog still burrowing, bringing up 12 more roaches, and those are immediately going down. 2, 1, 2, 3 fall. The rest of the units coming up for Zog, and Lunatone is going to pick off all of the drones that are rushing in as well. Those are falling down so easily. The rest of the roaches going down. And Lunatone's going to be able to reinforce, coming up with a ton of units. There's the GG out of Zog, and Lunatone knocks off a 4100 Master Zerg player here at the CSL.
Yeah, Lunatone, I gotta say, he played almost flawlessly there. You know, he saw the hatchery going down, and he knew, he's like, you know what, I already opened Nexus first. And, I mean, when you open Nexus first and then you get to kill that hatchery, you just have an unbelievable econ advantage. And Zog did a good job trying to mitigate what happened, but it was not enough. And as soon as that 6-gate timing hit there, he was done for.
Okay, so that is a ridiculous match. And I love those quick expansions there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. Okay, sorry, trying to multitask like 6 different things at once. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm back now, guys. We're going to head into a quick break. We are going to be back after this, the next matchup between UMBC and Pitt in just a second. Okay, apparently to join chat channel CSL is what we should be doing, so I'm doing that. Okay. And let's see here. And so that was UMBC is up 2-0 right now. All right. So set 3 could be all. We'll find out. We'll see what these players have. Anyway, guys, this is Cat's Pajamas here with AdaBZ broadcasting the CSL playoffs. I hope you guys have enjoyed everything as much as we have casting it. Sorry if I sound a little stuffed up or the stream's a little slow. It just seems like everything, just health-wise and technology-wise, deciding to go wrong at the same time. Well, such is my life. Nonetheless, we're going to move into the next match. If you guys have enjoyed the commentary, please do check out youtube.com/CatsPajamasSC2. And AdaBZ, where can they find you as well?
You can find me at youtube.com/AdaBZStarcraft. Also, my own stream on justin.tv/AdaBZSC. Thanks again, guys.
And awesome, yeah. So big shout out to the sponsors as well at TT Esports as well as Justin TV for putting this up. A lot at stake from these players. And we're going to move into the next match. So, okay, UMBC is ready. As long as Pitt is ready, then let's go ahead. Let's see here to see if they're ready. Okay, so, hey, I just typed in ready again. Mine working very slow. There's the GLHF. And let's get ready to start this 2v2. See if, Pitt has what it takes to come back. As like I said, they are down now 2-0. And if they lose this game, they do lose the match.
Yeah, their life is on the line right now.
Okay, so just waiting on everyone to load. And Lobo and Game Fever? I hope that's Game Fever. I'll go with that. I don't know what else to call them, to be perfectly honest. Just loading. There we go. We'll start here in 3, 2, 1, mark. So thanks, guys, again for joining us. This is Cat's Pajamas here with AdaBZ. We are broadcasting CSL playoffs, the Collegiate Star League playoffs, round of 32, day number 4. Here at the top right-hand corner of Warzone, we have our blue Terran player, who is a representative out of Pitt, Joseph. Oh boy, Luce? Yeah, we're going to go with Joseph Luce, also known as Game Fever. Just this guy is mixing it up for me. Here at the top left-hand corner, we have our teal Protoss player, Tyler Bickford, also known as Lobo. So Game Fever, a 3,600 Masters Terran player with a 53% win rate in ladder. He is 8-3 in his 1v1s in the CSL. He's 1-0 in 2v2s. Lobo, on the other hand, is a 3,200 Diamond Protoss player with a 100% win rate. And there's a little note in here that says that SC2 ranks apparently can't find his losses, or he's Gosu. But he is 2-0 in regular season 1v1s. He's not played any 2v2s yet, so maybe he is just secretly Liquid Huck in disguise. I'm not sure. So neither of these players have really played 2v2 all that much. Their opponents, down here in the bottom right-hand corner for UMBC, we have Daniel Park, also known as Bruce Lee. His teammate in the bottom left-hand corner is Siren, our pink Terran player. Siren, also known as Steve Forstner. Siren is a 3,600 Masters Terran player with a 53% win rate, 7-3 in his regular season 1v1s, 9-4 in his 2v2s. Bruce Lee is a 2,600 Masters Protoss, 53% win rate in the ladder, 1-0 1v1, 4-1 in his 2v2s. On top of being one of the finer movie actors of all time, he is, let's see, as a team, they are 2-0. Siren is also one of UMBC's managers, so that should successfully take us through the first couple minutes of the game. And very interesting to see a Terran Protoss versus a Terran Protoss. I'll be curious to see the differences between the two strategies here.
Yeah, so far things have been quite mirrored, but looks like things are going to start diverging now as Game Fever here is adding in his second gas quite quick, so he might be looking to tech up. He is adding in a reactor to his barracks, so he's definitely not going to be spending much gas off that, so definitely look to see a factory coming up pretty soon, I'd imagine, from him. Meanwhile, it looks like Siren is opting just to go for a very heavy barracks composition as he's adding in that second barracks, opting to build at the choke point here. Down goes that tech lab as well. Meanwhile, both of the Cybernetics core finishing quite synced up. Doesn't look like either Protoss has too much Chrono Boost saved up. Actually, looks like Lobo actually with quite a bit saved up, and he is Chrono Boosting out his Warp Gate, so he might be looking to do some pretty aggressive rush.
Yeah, and it seems reasonable at this stage in the game. All four of these players just have a feel to their builds, that they are dedicated 1v1 players who play 2v2 for their teams, not necessarily that they're just dedicated 2v2 players that really have this unique strategy or this dedicated strategy. As Lobo looks to be going with a very conventional 3 or possibly 4 Warp Gate rush here in just 1 second, as he does have, using another Chrono Boost on that Cybernetics core, he's going to have another couple going up, and there indeed is the 4th gateway. Back here for Bruce Lee, well, yeah, look at that, a 4 gate as well. So 2 4 gates for our Protoss players, 3 racks coming out of Siren, and, finally a little bit of deviation as Game Fever looks to be moving into a tank, possibly a tank marine build here.
Yeah, I like the idea of going for tanks, and yep, you are indeed right about that. So he's going to go for tanks, and I mean, if they play defensively and just try and get their expansions up, they should be in a great spot. Now, the challenge is, of course, going to be making sure that they have a lot of spotting up on all of the destructible rocks, because, of course, the tanks, if you're sieging, unsieging, it can be very difficult to defend, especially against that Stim Bioforce, because Siren is actually going up to 4 barracks here now, so just very aggressive play here from the South team. And with only Marines, it's going to come down to siege tanks, and it's going to come down to when exactly this attack is going to be hitting.
Yeah, there's going to be this nice little window here just as siege tech is finishing, where a lot of money has been put into that, and not many siege tanks around, that a well-placed Guardian Shield plus Stim, plus these Stalkers actually absorbing some of the damage, where a lot of damage can be done. It looks like that is the opportunity. It is moving up right now. Stim Pack is not done for either side yet, but here come the units, and Bruce Lee trying to engage with his Stalkers, had to position some of them around, wasn't doing a ton of damage, and that's giving Lobo the opportunity to pick off these units one at a time. A little bit of a misrally out of Siren there. He's losing a couple of bio units that are moving up. Bruce Lee is warping out a couple more Stalkers, but there's already some reinforcements moving in for Lobo. They could go after this pylon. Looks like that is exactly what they are going to do. So pylon going down. Does that supply block Bruce Lee? No. Bruce Lee can never be supply blocked because he's named Bruce Lee.
Mm-hmm. And that worked out so well for Lobo and Game Fever there. They just moved out, and, you know what, hitting that push, and, you know, it's just so smart because, hey, if their enemy isn't pushing in, well, they're probably waiting for something like perhaps Stim, and that was indeed the case. And you can see now Command Center is on the way, and I like that choice too, to take this center expansion, going to give them a bit more of a focal point to defend. And we'll have to see if Bruce Lee and Cyrene want to keep being aggressive. It does look like it, but the problem is, as more and more tanks get out there, definitely not going to be able to bust that. But what is missing